Inside is a print of mine. And what is cool about this is I've got it in one of those collectible hockey card sleeves. And then what I've done is slipped a business card in there. It's just like the name of the photo, the date, and I've signed it. These types of things, it makes such a difference. It makes such an impact. 10 minutes to spare before the staff get here so I can get at least a quarter of this down before I start the day. So what if we could print photos and share them with people on a daily basis on a whim? Literally anywhere. Leave photos for people to find. Gift photos to people. But have it in a package that could literally fit in your pocket, making it accessible, making it fun, and actually something you might do and carry with you everywhere you go. Well, that's what we're talking about today, and that is the kit that I've put together. And it fits into this cube. Shameless plug, a Peter McKinnon Nomadic accessories cube. These little boxes that we make out of EVA foam. They're good for so many things. Lenses, accessories, action cams. I used to be able to fit a drone in here, the little mini. But right now it's my printing kit. But this goes in my camera bag and I'm ready to rock anywhere I go. And there's several ways to go about this. When you first open this up, you will notice it is packed with goodness. Now I've actually got 2 printers in here and each printer serves a different purpose. A little IV2 printer. This prints tiny little like credit card sized photos on a thicker cardstock. It charges by USB-C. Canon makes this and it takes paper called Z ink. So the ink is actually like fused into the paper itself. There is no ribbon or anything you have to change on this, which makes it kind of nice. So it's all self-contained. You throw paper in it, you're good to go anywhere. The next printer, oh, and these are the little packs that it comes with. The next printer that I've been using more of is this bad boy here. I think it's like the QX20. Same family, Selfie QX20, just a little bit bigger. I think it prints better quality and you've got different paper sizes. You can print kind of like an old Polaroid size, or you can still print those credit card size that also have sticky backing if you peel them off. But there's a little spot underneath each photo to write something if you wanted to like sign it or write down the date or the memory, etc. But this is the one I prefer, and this one does take a ribbon, like an extra ribbon. And then a couple extra packs of paper for that larger printer just come in these little wafer-sized packages. So easy to keep both of them depending what I want to do, and I've always seemed to find a use for these. So here's a nice photo of a bull herding a bull. It's a Lamborghini Sterrato herding a bull through a field in Utah. You'll have seen a bit of a TikTok trend. Maybe you haven't seen it, but there's been some photographers, I forget their names right now, but this idea isn't original to me. I have seen people photograph someone's sports car, print it off in a big 4x6, leave it in an envelope like under their windshield. And you'll be the one to decide how you want to use it should you build something like this moving forward, but it's fairly inexpensive. One of the problems with printing photos is the ink. The ink costs so much. Printers that can actually print worth a damn and give you a good looking photo are also very expensive. Software usually sucks to have to do it. It's tedious. And then I find printing and shipping can kind of suck. And then giving someone a print that's rolled up in a tube isn't the most satisfying. And you don't want to frame it for them all the time because they might want something specific. It's hard. What I'm getting at is it's a difficult thing that I think keeps a lot of us not interested in it. I could do an entire video on printing, which I'm going to because I'll save it or I'll go into the whole thing. First step, these sleeves, these flimsy little protective sleeves you would put hockey cards in when you were a kid. That goes in this clear rookie card spot. And this video is brought to you by Squarespace, the longest running sponsor of this channel, who arguably got me going when no one else would. That's the truth, not arguably, that is actually facts. They were my first sponsor. And I still use the product today. If you go to petermckinnon.com, you will see my portfolio. You will see case studies that I use to sell clients and pitch clients. You will see my contact form. It is super easy to get something like this up and running. Now, it could be a place where you have people listen to podcasts. It could be a place where clients log in and look at the photos you supplied them. It could be a place where people just log in and see your photos. The beauty is you can make it any way you want and you don't need a degree in web design. Everything is done for you. The templates are constantly improving. Their customer service is great. And with all of their new AI features, you can tailor the website so you're getting exactly what you need based on your individual needs. And if you want to save 10% off your first purchase, you can use code McKinnon when you sign up. That link is also in the description below. So a special thanks to Squarespace for continuing to sponsor this channel and this video, and to you guys at home watching, continue to click on those links and actually sign up to make a website. One, you're helping yourself, but two, I also appreciate it. Thank you. So you've got your photo of a Lambo herding a bull. This is a Storado, so they're meant to be off-road. I would still never do it, but people do it. Next up, write a message. I use my business card because there's nothing on this side, so I'm gonna grab a gold pen and just write like the date, what it is, when I shot it. That goes on the other side. Boop. Okay. Almost done. Envelope. Look how perfect fit this is. Look at that. Like it could not fit any better. Literally could not. I hide these around town. I leave these in people's cars. I plant them into people's jackets, just like a sneaky magician would, or I simply just hand it to you. And this is what you're getting. This is more of just like a street art kind of project that doesn't leave vandalism on walls and things. But I've always loved exit through the gift shop, and I've loved the idea of like going out with the purpose to like create art somehow. All right, the last thing to do is pick a good place to hide it. And weather should be good. I found a protected place. So if you are in Newmarket, you're on Main Street, you see this video, there's a chance it could still be there because I'm gonna tell nobody. I'm actually gonna hide these all over the place. But what I will be doing in the future also is making stories about where I hide them. So if you follow me on Instagram, stay tuned, you'll see stories pop up and you'll see where I'm leaving these all over town. And even if I travel anywhere, I'll be leaving them in places I travel. Free print, Main Street, outlet cover, Metropolis. It's exciting. I mean, come on, who doesn't love that? And I feel like these types of things, as photographers and as people that have the means to do this, it makes such a difference. It makes such an impact, and it takes so little time. It's the same thing with magic. You could show someone a basic little card trick, have them sign a card, blow their mind in 1.5 minutes, and that's something that could very well last and stick with them for the rest of their lives. So that is kind of the premise of this video and the kit that I use and how to kind of do it. I keep a stack of these in my little kit right here. And in the last one, I keep a bunch of business cards in there so they don't get bent. I also keep a gold Sharpie in there so I can write the photo name or whatever. And then here, I got a bunch of these little stickers made from Moo. This is not sponsored by Moo, but inside this little like sticker book, they're really cheap to make. And I actually put these on all my gear. So I use these stickers to put on my tripods. I put them on my Canon batteries, any type of batteries, chargers, things that I use with friends that also have the same equipment. That way I know what's mine if we're trying to clean things up, and other people do as well. Lastly, in this pouch, I keep a bunch of those envelopes, and I got these off Amazon. I'm gonna link everything below in the description, so if you just feel like setting up this kit, the cost of all this is absolutely worth it for the mere fact that you're creating memories, you're giving people lasting souvenirs and pieces of your work they can't get anywhere else. It's also just a great way to even build business contacts. Imagine someone that you're like hoping to work with finds the little envelope in their car and there's like a tiny little note and you didn't have to tell them it was there. You just left it, or you just did it, or even you handed it to them. That's so sick. That kind of stuff for me, those little details absolutely set you apart. So it's a way better version of giving someone a business card, because a card's fine, sure, your number's on it, but if you're able to attach a memory, a gift, a souvenir, and your information into the same package that you'd give someone anyway, just the odds of that turning into something better are so much higher than they would have been. And even if it turns into nothing, it still feels good to do it. It still satisfies the artist within you to share your work, to gift something. I love to give. I love every part of this little initiative that I've been doing. I especially love wondering where some of these little packages end up if I do leave them somewhere. I just think these things are so easy to do and they make such an impact. Why wouldn't we do it? Printing your work can be so valuable. And this isn't to say don't ever try to print your work big because it's too much work. I think everybody that is into photography should try printing their images, seeing your work large scale, seeing it on someone's wall, seeing it in an establishment on their wall, being able to gift a craft that only you can gift from a perspective that only you had. It's such a unique way to communicate with other humans. So that's what I meant when it's a little bit of like a nerdy episode, but it's something that I'm just so passionate about and I wanted to share so badly because I've been doing it for, I would say the last 3 months. I've been carrying this brick around in my bag. So that's it for me, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you got a lot out of this. If you want to check out all the items, I've left them in the description below. If you want to start your own website and get your work online, so when these people find these cards and your information's in there, they actually have somewhere to go. They can see your website, know who sent it, know where it came from, and maybe they drop you a line on that contact form and you are ready to rip. So thanks to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Thank you for watching, and I am ready to rip for summer. I'm gonna hide these everywhere, literally everywhere. If you were ever in Newmarket on Main Street, you might just find one. Thanks so much for watching. Hit the like button if you like this video. Smash it if that's something that you haven't done already. And I will see you in the next video. Peace. So I throw the big printer in the bottom, a little bit of a gap on the side there. So I tuck these in, extra ink. This printer then goes on top, sticker pack, Sharpie, envelopes, cable, and you're good to go.